ল্যাপটপ একটা দে, ল্যাপটপের মাথাটা দিয়ে দিবি। Okay. Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? How are you passing your days? How do you feel staying at your home? Do you know how long are you staying at your home till today? The situation is getting worse actually. Do you know how many people are affected by today? What's today's subject? Okay, I don't know how many of you have joined the class. I'm waiting for your roll numbers or for your attendance, please, whatever. Okay, I can see the comment of Israt Jahan Upama. Is what about the students of class 9? I'm looking for them. Oh, Israt, I know you. The students belong to my section of Jamuna. So they don't need to write their roll numbers because I know them. I want to know the attendance of class 9. Okay, I can see Mijanur Rahman. Who is it? Oh, Marjana. Srati is very much happy. Okay, do you know how many people are affected by corona today? What's the update? Do you watch the news from your television? Okay, Nusaiba, most welcome. Okay. Okay, on our last day, we talked about the sentence, the structure of the sentence and the kinds of the sentence. We talked about the definition of sentence. So from the definition, we came to know that a sentence is a group of words that gives you a clear sense. Okay. So there are different type of sentences. The way I'm talking actually, I'm expressing myself in sentences. Okay, so what are the types of sentences? If I ask this question, normally you you just say that there are 5 kinds of sentences, but it is based on the formation. Okay, what the sentences mean. Okay, but based on the structure, there are 3 types of sentences. What are they? Simple, complex, and compound. And in our last class, we talked about transformation, that we are going to transform one sentence into another. So, but sometimes you know the term, or it comes in between, that conversion of sentences. Okay, what's the difference between conversion of sentences and what's the difference between conversion of sentences and transformation of sentences? When we are converting one type of sentence into another, like this, I am a good girl. Okay, if I say it in the negative form, then I will say I am not a good girl. So the meaning of I am a good girl is totally changed in conversion. Okay, so I have converted the sentence into another, totally changing the meaning. But in case of transformation, we are not changing the meaning. If I say this sentence, I am a good girl, I am not allowed to change it into I am not a good girl. Rather, I will have to write it as I am not a bad girl. So if I'm not bad, then obviously I am a good girl. Okay, like this. In transformation, we are not allowed to change the meaning. Okay, in between the sentences of affirmative to negative or to interrogative or assertive to imperative or exclamatory, we have learned these all these things, but we are going to change the sentences among simple, complex, and compound. So, okay, is it readable? Okay, I told that I told you that we are going to change among these type of sentences based on their structure. In simple sentence, we talk simply. Like when I'm saying that I'm a good girl, or this is a big house. I live in a big house. Okay, I know his name. I know about your honesty. Okay, to the lots of students are there. Okay, clear now. Okay, you cannot see the whiteboard clear, teacher. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, let me provide some light. Is it clear now? Okay. I'm giving you oral description, so try to give a concentration to that portion. Is it clear now? Okay, in case of simple sentence, what I said, if I say that I live in a big house, I live, I live in a big house. Here there is one subject, one finite verb. Okay, but if I say this sentence, I live in a big house, in a complex sentence, then I can say it like this: I live in a house which is big. Or if I say the sentence, I know of his innocence. Okay, I can say this sentence into complex like he is innocent and I know it. Okay, he is innocent and I know it. Acha, you're saying that teacher is still not clear, but are you not able to read my handwriting, or the picture is not totally clear? Is it still the same? Picture is not clear. How can I help you? Okay. So I say I live in a big house in a simple sentence. But if I say this sentence like this, I live in a house which is big, or I know of his innocence, this sentence like he is innocent and I know it, or I know that he is innocent. Okay. In all these types, I'm telling the same sentence, meaning the same thing. Okay. Still. Okay, what did I say? I live in a big house. Next, I say live in a house which is big. Okay, I is the board clear now? এখন বোঝা যাচ্ছে। Okay, I live in a house which is big, or if I say I live in a house and it is big. Okay, see, everywhere you have mentioned that you live in a big house, you meant the same, but the difference between all these sentences, you see, in the first sentence I said it is simple sentence. There is one subject and one finite verb. Okay, in the next sentence, complex sentence, you see there are two sentences. I live in a house and which is big, or I live in a house and it is big. Okay. So here in between, among these three sentences, you find that for simple sentence we have only one subject, one finite verb, and it is it's simple. Okay. And in complex sentence there are two clauses, two sentences connected with a linking word. So in simple sentence there will be one subject, one finite verb. In complex sentence there will be two subject, two finite verbs, and as a whole there will be two different clause. Okay, there will be two different clauses. In case of compound sentence C, there is I live in a house and it is big. There is also two different sentences connected with and. But we need to remember one thing, that in case of complex sentences, the words are connected with subordinating clause, and in case of compound sentence, these words are called coordinate clause. Okay, so subordinate clauses are those clauses that will make one clause dependent on another. Okay, here I live in a house. It can give you a clear meaning. I live in a house. But if you say without this portion, which is big. If I say which is big, which is big, which is big, jeta kina boro. Okay, that time you will not get a clear conception about what am I going to say. Okay, jeta kina boro. So if I don't say I live in a house which is big, or I know, okay, which is big, so you need to get the meaning of this portion. You need to have this portion. Okay, so we were talking about clause. A clause is a part of a long sentence. Okay, clause is a part of a big sentence, but there must be one subject and one finite verb. Now come to the point, what is finite verb? Okay, I was saying about finite verb, but what is finite verb? Finite verbs are those verbs which give you a clear sense. Okay, it completes the sentence. Okay, what is non-finite verb? See, if I had said, I want to know, I want to know about it or about you. If I have said these type of words, sentences like, see, I want, and know is also a verb, but here it is connected with to. Okay, it is connected with to. So no, to know, jante. I want to know. আমি জানতে চাই, but আমি চাই, it gives you a sense, but জানতে, if I say jante, but what? Okay, so is it clear? So in complex sentence, there will be one independent clause. This the first sentence which is not dependent and which is giving you a clear sense. Okay, so that time, or it can give you clear meaning. So we can say that this clause is a part of a sentence that must have a subject and a finite verb. I say, so this is independent clause. or it is called the principal clause. Okay, but the portion which cannot give meaning without the help of the independent clause or the principal clause is called the subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Okay. You must remember subordinate clauses must have the subordinating conjunction at the beginning. Okay. If I say, if you come, I will go. Okay. So if you come, I will go. Here, I will go, this clause or this principal clause or this portion of the complex sentence can give you clear meaning that if you come, if you talk about this portion, if you come, jodi tumi asho, so it gives you a query. Then what? Jodi tumi asho, then what to happen? Okay, so this portion will be the subordinate clause because it cannot give you the meaning without the principal clause. The lastly, I say about I live in a house and it is big. I live in a house and it is big. Okay, here say I live in a house. This is one sentence and it is big. This is also another sentence. So both can give you meaning separately, independently. I live in a house. আমি একটা বাড়িতে বসবাস করি. It is big. এটা বেশ বড়. So they both can give you clear meaning. They do not keep you in any confusion or they do not throw you in a question. Okay, but these two, you can say these both are two different sentences which are principal clause. Okay, these two clauses, these two principal clauses are connected or added by and. So when two principal clauses will be added by and, but, or, nor, this type of words, they will be called as compound sentences. Okay, so in complex sentence you must remember there will be one principal clause, another one subordinate clause. In compound sentence, the both sentences will be principal clause or independent clause. Okay, connected by coordinate conjunction. Okay, I will shift to the transformation, but before that, teacher পড়া শেষে চুমা চকলেট কে লাইভে okay. Choma chocolate is getting very much crazy that I am giving attention to you all. To the students of class 9, you do not know what is Choma chocolate. Your Marjana Apu has written, Pora sheshe Choma chocolate ke live niye asben. Actually, yeah, we cannot hear you, teacher. Okay, students,